So the common struggle that most entrepreneurs face is that they have these big dreams which motivate them to take action on quitting their job and taking their skill and selling it and starting their own business, quote unquote. But what happens is they take actions on things that they're just ignorant about. They haven't truly mastered what it takes to be successful. The cool thing is, living in America produces opportunities where it's easy to make money if you have a skill and you're willing to sell it. Most entrepreneurs have figured out how to do that, and some, by luck, have been able to make a lot of money. But if they don't know what it truly means or how to truly achieve success, burnout is a common enemy that forces most entrepreneurs to fail in their business. We're talking about upwards of 60 to 70% of entrepreneurs will fail in their first 5 to 10 years of business because of burnout. I always say businesses don't often fail by starvation. They fail by indigestion. Too much is coming in, and business owners don't truly know how to actually run a proper business. And especially now in the world of AI, it's ever-changing and information is flying at you faster than you can even think about it. There's so much information out there. How do you know how to trust the information you're getting on either ChatGPT, Claude, all these platforms? I have noticed that entrepreneurs love to learn, but we are in a day and age where we can actually overlearn, and it stops business owners from taking the right action. In our formula for success, we always teach this. Dreams times goals times learning times planning times action equals success. Now, most people understand the dreams part. As a matter of fact, I don't think it takes much to convince somebody who wants more to have large and crazy dreams. The next part is putting goals together which are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-tested. And with a little bit of coaching, anybody can actually get that done. But most people skip out on two important things: the learning and the planning. They go from dreams and goals to trying to take action. Because we are impatient. Entrepreneurs are notorious for being impatient. I mean, most of us are quitting our jobs because we were either dissatisfied, somebody really made us mad, or we're just not happy with the money we're taking home. And so look, if I could skip a couple of steps and try to make money or get to where I want to get to, of course, any logical person will think that way. Learning is ever evolving. There's always more to learn. And we have to be careful what we're learning because we could overlearn and it can actually paralyze us from taking action. So in order to stop the paralysis of action, we have to take what we learn and we have to put it in a comprehensive plan. If you're learning, it requires planning. If you create a really good comprehensible plan, it makes the action even easier. It erases all of the in-betweens of, I'm learning so much, what do I put in my plan? No, the plan says do this, and if you do this, you get that. And so it gives you motivation to take action. And if you do that formula long enough in that order, you go back to it and then you do it in the same order, you will achieve business success. Because you're doing all the right things. Sometimes the plan is not a perfect plan, but if you take action, you figure that out quickly, you readjust your plan, or you learn a little bit more so you can put a better plan together, and then you take action. That's how this formula works. This is why I have created a quarterly workshop called Growth Club. This is where we really emphasize on the learning part and the planning. So the first part of Growth Club is education on how to build a successful business. And you're in a room full of entrepreneurs who are eager to learn the same things you're learning. They may be at different places in business, maybe a little bit less or a little bit more, but you glean off of each other, especially on the learning part. And then the second half of Growth Club is the planning part. We give you a very easy format to plan out your next 90 days. You take what you learn and what you already know, you put it in the plan, and then our coaching team holds you accountable for the following quarter to get your action plan done and measure your results. Your outcomes and the results that you want to see at the end of that quarter have everything to do with the actions you are intentional about taking. That's why planning is very, very important. So if you are a Kansas City business owner and you are looking to have defined success, not just success that comes, but defined success. Come to our quarterly workshops where we push you to utilize the formula for success, more specifically the learning and the planning part, so you can actually create success in your business that's a lot more consistent, so you can actually achieve success in your business that's more consistent rather than sporadic. And with that, you can actually plan the growth and exit of your business if you want to. You will now have a successful business that's profitable and that could one day work without you. So what are you waiting for? The next action to your business freedom is by clicking the link and registering for the next Growth Club here in Kansas City. We elevate the experience so that way you're doing this all while enjoying your time with anybody that's relevant for your business success. Don't wait. I guarantee you seats will fill up quickly and we will sell out just like we do every single quarter. And remember, luck is definitely not a business strategy. Stay strong.